Hello. Mm, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, man. Oh, dang. Hi. Um, I'm going to. I didn't talk yet for like, what was this, 3 minutes now? I was actually waiting for. Oh, wow. I was waiting for people to come. Okay. For those who are new, don't know who I am, or maybe you are, um, like a returning viewer. Hi, I'm Ice. I usually stream Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. EST. That's my time zone. Um, I'm going to. If you hear that, that's my mom. She's working in the other room. Anyway, um, I'm going to explain to new art beginners, if anyone here is, a beginner of art, how to navigate the art community. The art community can be a very good place. At the same time, you have to be extremely cautious. Not that you need to be like cautious all the time or anything. Oh, and by the way, what I'm drawing right now is my OC. So here's the full picture. I used a ref from Pinterest, which is actually like a GIF. So, um, lore wise, I guess, or whatever. Just kidding. So when you are a beginner artist, it's nice to um, look up to other like experienced artists, but you have to be very careful when you befriend them because sometimes they are really nice and sometimes they're not. There's a 50% chance. And it's always better if you are friends with other beginner artists so that you can grow together. Okay? I'm just letting you know that right now. When you post your artwork on different forums like Instagram or Reddit or whatever you use, just like make sure that whenever someone does say something mean, you don't take it to heart. Because sometimes they think they're helping you when they're not, and you don't always have to take it to heart and whatnot. Another thing is crap is you think that um a person has to like um you you think that a person is a good artist because of the materials that they use, which is not true at all. Like you have to have the most expensive tablet if you want to be a digital artist, or that you have to have the most exquisite painting, like paintbrushes if you're a painter. It's not really entirely true. It helps when you have expensive things, but it's not always like, you know, necessarily a good thing to have, I guess. When I first started out art, I did traditional. I didn't do digital until like 3 years ago, and I use Krita. And Krita's free if you want. If you want, um, you know, if you want a drawing program. Now, in my personal, sorry, my personal experience of using Krita is okay. It's not the greatest in the world, but I managed to do what I want to do, so I'm actually happy about it. Um, Another thing is that um, do not sell yourself short and focus on other people, because that's what I did at some point. Because us human beings have the habit of comparing ourselves to other people, okay? And if you do ever make another art friend, hold on, what is this too loud? I was only at 14. Okay. If you ever do manage to um, find another art friend, you need to make sure that they either A, do the same medium that you do, or B, they have a similar, like they do a similar style than you, like similar, like cartoony style, or a similar realistic style, or C, they do like a different medium and art style altogether, but they're nice about it. Like they, like whenever like you show them art, show you, no, whenever you show them your art, make sure they're like supportive and like give you um some critiques if you wanted critique. Usually, I don't actually ask people for critiques unless I actually 125% want it, but usually I don't, so I don't ask. I just ask if it looked good because usually I'll figure out by myself. Okay? Um, when people be like, hey, you need to work on your anatomy, I need to tell you guys something. You are already working on your anatomy. No, like when you draw, that's what you do. You already work on your anatomy. And and the biggest thing about it is that you guys probably don't even know it. Doodling helps a lot when you draw like eyes, or when you draw like hands, or you're just doodling in class, or when you're spacing out. Doodling helps a lot with your hands, and it gives you room for imagination, and it like, I don't know, like relaxes your hand a bit. It lets your mind actually wander. That's the whole shebang of that. Um, the biggest thing about the art community that you have to navigate is that like the different mediums and different art styles. This art style that I have is like cartoonish, anime-ish in a way. I like anime and I like cartoons, and I wanted to put a little bit of flavor in here. And you don't always have to be necessarily perfect in your art style. There's no such thing as perfection. And I feel like beginner artists need to understand that when you practice, you practice to make progress. Okay? I learned this when I was in karate, and I learned my karate instructor told me that you're not practicing to be perfect, you're practicing to make progress. And if you make progress in your art, then, I guess you're satisfied with yourself. Unless you're not, and it's totally fine. Another thing is that if you have multiple art styles, it is totally okay. You don't need to have one art style to call yourself an artist. Cause I know a friend. I used to know a friend. No, we drift apart, but I used to know a friend that had multiple of art styles. But I still knew it was them because their art style was roughly similar, not the same, but similar attributes as their previous art styles, and that's perfectly okay. Do you need to make your line art perfect? No. Do you need your coloring to be perfect? No. Do you need to be um like those coolest animators that draw anime and stuff? If you want, but you don't have to. Do what makes you happy. If you do what makes you happy, then I guess you did your goal, man. I think this looks good. I think. I don't know. I think it looks alright. If you make a mistake, it's okay. Oh, another thing for digital artists, for beginners, you don't need to use so many layers. Also, make sure you write down, well, not write, but name all your layers. Okay? I usually use 8 layers, but make sure you name all of your layers. I forgot to move this over. There we go. See, it's okay to make mistakes because it's perfectly normal. Everybody makes mistakes. Usually I use 8 layers. Why I use 8 layers? Because since I post art, I don't want people to steal my things. So this one is for signature. This is line art, shading, coloring, white. We'll get to there. Well, I'll explain what that is once I get to there. Sketch, color pack 2, and color pack 1. Always name your layers. If you don't name your layers, you will scroll and scroll for about 50 minutes. I'm just kidding. You'll just like try to find what layer to erase if you mess up something. I learned that when I was in high school, but I wasn't doing digital art back then. I was doing like Adobe things. Yes, that is always good. Cause, cause the thing about like improving is that like when you improve on your art, every time when you pick up I don't know, pencil, pen, stylus, and you draw, you're always getting better every time. As long as you notice your previous mistakes and then you're like, I don't like that, and then you change it, it's perfectly fine. Because everything as like a regular artist, what we do is on purpose. For instance, this line art is on purpose. Do you know how many people that tells me, "Hey, your line art is messy. Your line art is dirty. Why is your line art not clean?" It's on purpose. It's a stylistic choice. I like line art. I like when the line art is messy. If the line art is messy, then I'm satisfied. Like I don't want it to be too messy, but I want it to be messy enough where it looks cool. And I'm like, you know what? I'm satisfied. There's this one piece I made one time. I think sometime last year, and the line art was too clean. I was trying to try out what it would be like if I did make my line art cleaner, and I hated it. The worst art piece I've ever done in my life. Plus, the anatomy was not giving. The anatomy on the legs was not giving. I was like, yeah, no, no, actually, no, that's ew. Absolutely not. So, yeah. So now we're here, drawing, um, a little bit messy, but not that bad. I'm very proud of what I do anyway, so it's okay. Oh, you have to watch what canvas size do you use? Around 700. Around 700. Usually it depends on the drawing, but usually it's like 700 around this time. Oh, this is my OC. This is my OC. This is lore things or whatever. But yeah, this is my OC. Um, when you do have like when you make digital art for like canvases and whatever, um, I say when I first started out, I used to have like really massive canvases for no reason. And then it make my drawing looks weird. And I was like, that's not right. I used around like 1,000 because I was trying to be like everybody else, and I was like, nah. And then I tried to go smaller, like 400 or 500. It still wasn't working. So I had to use like 700. So this is 700 to 550. That's what this is. This is the canvas size for this. Um, but essentially, if you don't want your digital art to be pixelated, you have to use a big canvas. But if you don't want your line art or your art to be too thin, I guess, or too like fine for you to see, use like a middle ground, kind of. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Also, uh, your line art does not define of like your line art doesn't mean that like the line art that you use doesn't have to be like mine or anyone else's. Some people use colored line art, you know, and honestly, they look cool. Someone asked me once, I don't remember who, but someone asked me once, hey, have you ever thought about uh using colored line art? Since I always used black all the time. And I was like, nah, not really. I don't wanna. Which is true. I actually don't want to. Um, by the way, this is a very old piece. See, I used to use like thousands. I didn't need to, but I was trying something out. See how this was like very like thin? How you can barely see the line art? I didn't like it that much. I actually kind of hated it like this. So, yeah, that's why I put it down to 700 instead, so you can properly see it. I hope that makes sense. Also, I messed up on my liner. Darn it. Uh, 3. Now I think I'll put it like here. There. There we go. I just realized something. I think I messed up on the drawing already. Is there like. Hold on. Hold up, I messed up on something. Oh yeah, that was supposed to be... Okay, I see. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, I messed up. And put that here. Another thing is that you will mess up, which is why you need to name your layers. Always name your layers. Messing up is pretty normal. Okay. There. Oops. There we go. Sorry, I was like, focus for like 2 seconds. I realized I messed up on here, and that's okay. We're all human here. I mostly messed up because I'm actually quite nervous. It's not my first time streaming, but after all this time, I'm actually still nervous. Let's see. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now I can just fix it in the line art. Because I am hilariously, you know, just stupid. Absolutely insanity. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Yeah, sorry. Has some stuck in my throat. Let's see. I was talking about something and then I lost my train of thought. It has left me. Oh yeah. The canvas size usually it depends on what you want. For instance, if you want to make emotes, which I've made emotes before, oops, you have to make them like 500. Most of my canvases these days is 700 because I want people to actually see my line art. So yeah. Um your artwork, or at least the style that you do and what you draw reflects on you as a person. Not everyone can do everything. Okay. And even if they can do everything, they have to be like a little god or something, or like they can't do it very well. Most people can do like one thing. I can draw people, sometimes furries. I mean, I don't really draw them, but I can do it. I can draw animals. I can draw monsters. I mean, the monsters ain't that great looking, but I can draw them. I can also draw backgrounds. I don't do it often though. I don't actually go out of my way to create a full background unless I have like a whole grand idea. But I don't often draw backgrounds. But I can though. I just don't do it that much. Um oh, that's one thing that I just remembered about something I want to talk about. Commissions. If you ever wanted to do commissions, you have to be extremely careful both ends. If you want to commission someone or you do the commission yourself, as like, you know, like you doing the commission for other people. The reason why I said that is because there can be like scams and stuff, and you need to be very careful on your time management because people really hate when you're late, especially when it comes to like their art piece. Let's just say that you want to open a commission, right? For the first time, like the very first time you open commissions and you're like, oh man, I can't wait to get money. And then you get so many people, okay? And then you get swamped. But then instead of, you know, um, like giving the people their art or paying them back, you know, like refunding them, you just you just spend it all, and then they get mad at you because it's been a month since you've done anything for them. You see what I'm saying? Like it's a very dangerous gamble. Um, Now I don't do commissions myself, but I have seen this time and time again within the art community where the people that do the art commissions like actually like do it for other people are just not giving. So the best way that I can explain this is that make sure that you have a set, like make sure you have a limit for how many commissions that you can do. Start with something small. Do like 5 to 10 people, maybe seven. I don't know. And like make sure you have really good communication because apparently there's poor communication. I'm surprised myself. I am actually shocked that there is poor communication, and you have to be very communicative. You can't just be shy. That's your client. Your client wants an art piece from you of whatever it is. And make sure you do it at that set time. Make sure you give them the piece, like the piece in steps. Like, don't just rush it, okay? I mean, you can draw fast, but you can't just rush it before the client improves it. Um, and you can't just do the whole thing without them saying. I mean, you can. There's an actual thing. I forgot the name. I forgot what it's called. There's this thing where it's a type of commission, but I forgot the name. You you get requested to draw something with no information, not with no information, but like with little information, and you don't talk to the commissioner until you're completely finished with the art. But usually commissions goes like this: hey, I want to buy an art piece from you. Do you do commissions? You'd be like, yeah. Do you have any references? Is like, do you have anything that I can do? And it's like, yeah. And then here's all the stuff that you reference. And then usually commissioners has a terms of service. They have a contract where there's like, um, if I don't finish this within the set amount of time, yada yada yada, I refund you. Or I can't give you a refund if the piece is already done or if the piece has been worked on or something like that. And then you guys have like communication the entire time. The artist is showing you as the artist is showing them the sketch process. Them asking you to change a few things if needed. Um, you doing the line art phase, if you have the go ahead, they're like, okay, cool. And then you do the coloring process, and then you show it to them again. And then if they give you the go ahead, you keep going. Now, if they don't, you gotta change it, obviously. And rendering, shading, what have you. If they want a background, usually it depends on the artist themselves. If they want a background, they would, I don't know. Usually it depends. Oh, hi. Um, I'm just drawing my OC and just talking about um of like how to navigate the art community for newer beginners if they ever want to express themselves in art in whatever. What I was saying. What I was saying. Oh yeah. And then you do like rendering or shading or what have you, or whatever it is you usually do. Okay. And then they just like, and then you send it to them. Now, usually, according to the terms of service or however you want to do it, depending on how you and that person has discussed, they would give you the rest of the money or something like that. Make sure you use PayPal, okay? Because PayPal will do like those type of charges where they're like, I don't know, it's like, uh, I forgot how it went. I forgot how it goes, but PayPal helps a lot in terms of payments and whatnot. And if you also like, you ask the commissioner doing the commissions for other people, um, you also have to pay. Oops, you also have to like pay them with your PayPal and stuff. And you have to be very careful when it comes to chargebacks. Chargebacks are basically like forced refunds. Like you're taking money from their account. Now, when it comes to chargebacks, the other person, the artist, has to pay every time. So it's like some sort of fee when giving, like when it comes to chargebacks, and it could be like a little bit too much. So yeah, um, biggest thing when it comes to art, if you ever post your art, if you ever want to be big or famous or whatever, you need to have a watermark. Okay, art signature, watermark, whatever. Okay, I'm saying this because I have seen art theft. Now, my art has not been theft or been put into AI or anything like that, but still, that doesn't mean that it won't happen. It doesn't mean that it won't happen because if I ever do get big, someone might steal my art style. I don't know how, because I was told before that my art style is very hard to replicate. It's extremely hard to replicate, which is good. I am so happy. Yes, using a watermark is good, okay? Because I think recently, I have Blue Sky. I don't really use it. I use it, but I don't like use it. You know what I'm saying? Um, there's there's like there's like this one person from Blue Sky asking me if I have OCs. That's all I really post. Usually, I just post OCs, and then occasionally a Mega Gone Free fan art occasionally here and there because I think they're cool. But usually I post my receipts, right? And I was like, yeah. And then I showed them the posts that I like had because they followed me. I figured that they actually saw it, and it was like, oh, can I have the like original file? And I'm like, that's kind of sus. What do you need? What do you need the original file for? Like, huh? Like, I was kind of sus. Like, I was like, huh? What, what do you need my original file for? Cause I don't even know what they use to draw. By the way, they do commissions themselves. I don't do commissions. I don't wanna. I'm scared, but I'm only scared because you have to be careful. Like, I'm like, what do you need my original file for? Like, I don't even know what program they use. This is Krita, by the way. I use Krita. Krita is cool. It's free. You can do lots of things on it. There's things that I still don't know that you can use on it, but there's a lot of things you can use on you can do on Krita. And yeah, the only way you can download it is when you look at like the website for Krita, and that's how you download it. It's for tablets and laptop. This is my laptop, by the way. I have a Windows 11, So that's why I have like a stylus. I actually have two styluses. I actually lost one of them one time, and I have both of them now. I found it once. But yeah, and yeah, and that person finally admitted that I wanted to use the sketch so then I can put it on a background, and I'm like, oh, which is basically technically taking my artwork and then putting it in a background and you posting as if it's your own. So I said, I don't consent to that. I really don't consent to that. That's essentially stealing my art. So yeah, that's not happening, buddy. I don't. No, man, that's not happening. I don't know. I don't know because cause like they said they thought that they could like take like my sketch. I don't know if they mean like the drawing itself or the sketch, like the sketch layer. Hold on, or like the sketch layer and putting it in the background and then like drawing over it. But either way, that's not happening, okay? That is not happening. Like, what are you doing? That is no. No. It was like so sus. I'm like, no. No, that's no. So, yeah, that's you gotta stay safe, man. It's so random. It is extremely random. It's not. It's not it, man. Oh man, I was asked once, um, how long I've been studying art. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. I'm self-taught. I know that's the coolest thing you ever heard in your life. Yes, I am self-taught. Um, let's see. I don't really need anything from there. What do I need? I need something. Sorry, I'm having a major brain fart. I usually use other art pieces to reference color, to color reference, to color pick, instead of like having all in one place. This OC has lots of lore, okay? I use this is my reference for this character. This is the reference of said character. So yeah, this is like drawn a year ago. So yeah, but I've been doing art since middle school. Oh, I didn't even watch any tutorials. I mean, I watched like one or two, but I already have like some experience with doing digital, and all of it seems quite similar to me. Like this entire layout reminds me of Photoshop. It reminds me of Adobe. I do Adobe, or at least I used to do Adobe when I was younger. So this is all familiar to me. Like this entire setup is extremely familiar to me. So I'm not, yeah. Ah, I'll see you later. Stay safe. Um, I use like Adobe, and all of this is familiar. Like I am used to this. Um, I used to do digital art on my phone with my finger. No, don't mind those. I was doing something with those. No, no. Is it this? I think it's this. Is it this? Yes, it is this. But I need the original file. I need the original file version of this. There you go. Yeah, sometimes this happens. I don't know how many layers this is, but this is a big example of naming your layers. Naming your layers is the best thing that you can do. Because look, Look how extremely organized this is. This will help you tremendously, naming all of your layers. Just to let you know, this bar is called like color changer. This changes like the colors and stuff. This is my signature. The reason why I have my signature as part of the art piece is because just in case if I post something without my watermark, you can still see my name. Okay? So if anyone tries to steal my art, but my name is here, you know it's me. Like you know it's myself. Um Instead of trying to add like just a regular watermark, I add a watermark and an art signature at the same time. And you would also know it's mine because my art signature is usually on the right side. Usually, not all the time. It's usually on the right side of the character. Well, not my character, not just my character, but whatever I'm drawing. It's usually on the right side. Sometimes it's on the left side, depending on the piece itself, you know. But you would know. You're like, okay, yeah, you're totally stealing Ice's art, you know. Um, so yeah. Let's see. I never thought that typically art itself is hard. Oh, and another thing, when people tell you that, oh, art is a talent, that's a talent, you have to correct them sometimes, even if you don't want to, because they're non artists themselves and they don't understand. I need you to understand drawing is a skill, not a talent. You guys think I woke up like this? You think I woke up drawing like this? No, I did not wake up drawing like this. I woke up deciding, you know what, I think Elsa is fire, so I'm gonna draw Elsa. And now, if I look back in that drawing, to which I don't have it anymore, I'm gonna be like, dang, young me was really trying on this. But yeah, no, art is a very difficult skill, and it's a luxury. And don't let anyone else tell you otherwise or take that away from you. Never, ever, ever take that away from you, okay? Because everyone knows that art is a luxury and stuff, and art commissions can be high, which usually art commissions are high because the way that they are budgeting themselves, well, not budgeting, the way that they price themselves, they do it by minimum wage. So they do that times of however long they usually do an art piece. Which, to say the least, it's like, I don't know, like 300 to thousands of dollars or something like that. Now, if I were to do a commission, it'll probably be less than that because I draw fast. I have a habit of drawing extremely fast. My art pieces take me about 3 hours. So, like, the least I do is 1 hour. The longest I can do is about a day. And the reason why I draw fast because I trained myself to draw fast because I used to watch speed paints. And I always thought that speed paints is how people actually draw. That's not true, but I did it anyway because I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. But then once I actually saw how long it takes the person, I'm like, I still want to do it though. I still want to do it though. I still want to draw fast, so I don't understand. It's not fair, you know? So yeah. So that's how long it usually takes me to draw a piece. Yippee! Oh, you don't have to rush to find an art style, by the way. rushing to find your art style, it's gonna be like very bad for you mentally. Will also resort of you comparing yourself to others, which you should never compare yourself to other people, because comparing yourself to other people is not good. You should just only compare yourself to your past self and see how much you've grown and see what you can change if you want to do that, by the way. So, yeah, I'm gonna need some water, I guess. It's right next to me. Let me just put my pen right here. I'm holding you guys with my right hand while I'm trying to. There you go. Hmm. There we go. That's right. I open my water bottle, drink it, and close it with one hand. I guess I'm cool like that. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, guys. Of course I'm cool. Do you know what else is cool? Ice cold. Yep. It's cooler than cool is ice cold. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Oh my god. The biggest thing that I would definitely say to artists, at least beginner artists, is that if you do draw, never draw for yourself. No, never draw for other people. Always draw for yourself. That's what I meant to say. Look, I got my words mixed up. Draw for yourself always. Always draw for you and never for other people. Because if you draw for other people, then you will lose track of why you draw in the first place. It's fun. Drawing is fun. And it should stay fun unless you say otherwise. If you want to do commissions and do work, cool. If you want to do stuff with a company and you sign an agreement that's saying that the the art that you make is theirs, and then when you quit that job it will still be theirs, fine, it's okay. But just letting you know that it doesn't always have to be that way, and it's always your choice all the time. It will forever be your choice of what you want to do in your life, buddy. Mm-hmm. There's always a choice all the time. Even if when you think you don't have a choice, there's a choice, right? Oh, and when someone tells you, hey, um, are you? Hey, I think you should sell your art. If you don't want to, tell them no. Tell them no. That's not what your art is not. Your art is not meant to be sold. If you don't want it, that is. If you want to do it, that's totally fine. It's totally fine if you want to sell your art. But just let you know you always don't have to do it. Okay? Oh, and when someone asks you to draw them, right? Ask them, are you gonna pay me? Are you gonna pay me to draw you? Cause I swear, it happens a lot. Almost all the time. Tale as tale as told as time type nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely nonsense. Um, when someone like asks you to like draw them, make sure they aren't someone that you like, because they may or may not be a bad person. Speaking from experience, that doesn't mean the person that you like is a bad person. I'm just saying that they might be, okay? And sometimes you might be head over heels for someone. I used to be like that. I was like that in middle school. Never doing that again. Nah, man. Nah. When someone says, oh, I'll pay you in exposure, leave, run, turn around and run for your life. Never ever get paid in exposure, because exposure doesn't pay anything, okay? That's not how you get through life. Exposure What is this? That's not how this works. So yeah, never get paid for exposure ever. It's not worth it. It's not worth your time. It's not worth your energy. It's not worth your sanity over. Okay. Um. What else? What else? Oh yeah, dealing with the haters or like people. Oh wait, I'll tell you after. Um, dealing with like people that don't like your art. It's okay. Not everyone is going to like your art. You can't appease the universe, okay? But dealing with someone that's like, oh, your art sucks because this, that, and the third. I hate the way you do this. I hate the way you draw that. I wish that if you do it like this, you'll have so much people. You'll have so much more people looking at your art. No, I'll tell you that right now. Absolutely not. Do not listen to them because whatever an artist do is on purpose compared to AI. Everybody knows that AI art is trash, and it's not even remotely art. It's uncanny valley, and it's horror, and not even a good way. Okay, horror is supposed to be like, ah, I'm so happy I'm getting scared. But then if you don't like being scared, like, oh my god, I don't like being scared, but it's so good anyway. Something like that. AI art is the type of garbage that's just spewing out. Okay. Um. Also, we can tell if people is using AI art or not. So don't ever do that. You gotta do it the hard way, just like the rest of us. You think you can reach up top just by clicking a few buttons? That's not how that works. Okay. Now, I'm not saying AI itself should be abolished, okay? Because AI has been around for eons, okay? It's the fact that people who are using the AI needs to stop, okay? Because AI can be useful. As everyone knows, AI is a learning tool, right? AI itself is just a learning tool, and we're just giving it things to learn and making it doing art and trying to replace us, you know, original artists who make original content, original art, the good stuff, the eye candy stuff, you know, it's not helping. It's not helping us, it's not helping anyone, and it's making it look bad. And yeah, no, just absolutely not. Absolutely not. So yeah. Um I was about to say, let's say, I lost my train of thought again. My brain is like everywhere. I keep having like 15 million ideas all up in my cranium. It's all up in there, just sitting there. Oh, I have one. The pen style, not the pen style, but the type of pen that you use usually depends on the program, and honestly, it doesn't matter that much. The type of pen or whatever that you use doesn't matter. I'm using basic default. This is default. I'm using default things because I think it looks cool. I actually think this looks nice. Like the default tools that I have. So yeah. Um. Hmm? Oh, that's just my phone notifying me. I'm having the hiccups again. Now I'll talk about like my favorite part about the art community. My favorite part about the art community is that you will find other people. You will find other like-minded artists like you because not every artist is the same and not every artist is coming out to get you. Not every artist is coming out to get you and not every artist is your friend and you have to be very cautious of it at all times. And when you're out in public and you have like a notebook, like your art book, and you're like drawing in class or drawing with drawing around other people, when you leave your book out, make sure that it's hidden so other people won't look at it. Now, I don't think it happened to me. Like, it only happened to me like once. That was only because I was drawing in my room and my mom barged in instead of just knocking. But now she knocks now. Now she knocks, so that's good. But when it comes to your art books, make sure you protect those with your life, okay? Because you don't know what in the world you put in there. Is either you know and you're protecting with your life, or you don't know and you're still protecting it anyway. Always protect your art books, okay? Because your art books is a precious treasure's memory. Some people have art books where like the pages aren't all the way filled out. I have like one or two of those. That's mostly because I forgot to draw those other pages in, or I accidentally skip pages because the pages are sticking together and I didn't notice until afterwards and I feel dumb. Whenever I do have an art book, I will use that art book until everything is used up or until someone else gives me like a new art book. But whenever I do finish that one, I do go back and I draw in that art book until it's finished. I do realize that I actually like smaller notebooks than bigger ones. Not too small, but like a nice decent size, like a medium sized art book. You know, nothing too crazy of a size. uh, boop, just like so. That's not it. What else do I like about the art community? I think the art community itself can have very supportive people. Those people you can find to be mutuals with them, whether on Instagram or any other social media app. And you guys share each other's art, talk about each other's processes, talk about each other's OCs. Oh, and if you ever wonder how do I how do I like let one of my friends know that I love their OCs? Draw their OCs. Draw their OCs with your OCs together, or just draw their OCs. All right, and then you'd be like, "Hey, I love your OCs so much. I drew them together." And we're doing friendship things. They're doing friendship things together. There we go. Yay! This looks actually quite nice. This looks very nice. I'm actually quite proud of this. I am extremely proud of this. No, actually, it's just my pinky. Ow. Anyway, so yeah, yeah, yeah. There we go. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Let's see. I think the reference was what? The reference, technically it's gray and like a light gray. It has all that, the glitches. I'm not sure if I want the glitches like that. I want a glitch thing over it, like a filter over the entire thing. But not like that though. Not like that though. I do like this a lot though. I like it a lot, but not like that. But I am gonna add like some sort of like glitchy type thing. Kind of. I don't think I can recreate it. Don't I don't think so, but I will try. Okay, so let's do our magic here. Boop. Color back. Then I'm gonna do like the light gray somewhere right here. No wait, hold on. F. Yep, sounds about right. And this is the white part that I've been talking to you about. The white layer is what gives it its pop for, you know, if you ever need something that needs to be white, like eyeballs or something. Now, people draw eyeballs in like different ways, but this is how I draw my eyes. Or, yeah, this is how I draw my eyes. I usually like have the eyeball itself, and if I'm doing a colored background, I use a white layer to put it under it so then I can do it like that. It's so much easier to do, in my opinion. Now, sometimes it can be annoying when you have a character who has their hair completely white. That's just, that's just stuff. And sometimes you will miss a spot or two, and that's okay. Sometimes you gotta go back in there and try to fix it, but it's okay. It's fine. Um, hmm. Oh yeah. Oh, another thing is that you don't have to be like everyone else and learn how to render. Let me explain to you why. I don't render. Me, Ice. Um, Ice the art entity. Wait, yes. Ice the art entity. Myself. I don't render. I hatch. You will learn what hatching is later. if you don't know what I'm talking about. Uh, let's see. What am I doing? I'm doing something, and I lost my train of thought. Maybe I'll put it up here, and then glitch. So I'm looking at some of my textures. I think it works with like this. I might need to like get I get like a couple of more mayhaps. Yeah. And then I'll use like do something like this. It's kind of slow sometimes. Okay, so S glitch. And I'll add like another one on top. I'm trying to do something cool. So just give me a second. Usually when it comes to art, you mainly experiment. Experimenting is always good. It's always good to experiment, trying to figure out something. I thought I put two. And then glitch 3. Like, oh crap. Like a darker blue. And then I just put that over. And then yes. So now let's do multiply. Actually, no, not multiply. Gamma dark. Oh crap. No. And then hmm. Sorry, I'm just thinking right now. This is just me thinking of what I'm gonna do with this. Maybe a little bit more yellow. Actually, no. Less. Maybe about like 65 of yellow. 55 of blue. Since red is an extremely strong color, I need to add more of that into here. Oops, that's way too much. 35% of red. Okay, now I'm going to add another one. I'm gonna call this one highlight. And I probably don't need a shading layer for this. I don't know. I may not actually need it. Who knows? I might need it. I might need it, but so far I don't think I do. And then let's just do a little bit of that. This is how I do my effects. I just have another layer over it. Oops, that is not what I meant to do. I meant to do this. And just turn it all the way down. Like, down. Okay, that's way too much. There you go. The glitching effect is taking over the actual drawing itself, and I actually don't like it. So, wait. So, let me go ahead and turn it all down. No. Yeah, that's much better. That is actually a lot better. I actually like this more. Shading. I have to do 2 different types of shading for this character every single time. And honestly, I think I kind of hate it sometimes. But you know, I don't hate it. I don't hate it enough to where I can change the character themselves because I love this character. Oh, wait. No. There we go. Here we go. Sorry that I'm quiet. I'm actually focused. I'm actually focusing, extremely focused on this piece. I really hope this isn't hard to see for some people. I mean, I can see it just fine, but that's because I'm just blind anyway. I'm just blind. I wear glasses. I just hope other people can actually see this. Here we go. Oh, another thing is that usually artists, when they reference, you can reference more than just one. Usually I reference one, but it's only for poses purposes, just for poses. But sometimes I do reference more than one, sometimes two, three, or four, sometimes maybe a lot more than that. But other than that, when you do references, usually you should do more than one. And now it's been told that you should do real life references rather than from other artwork. But the stuff that I use on Pinterest are just like practice poses or something along the lines like that. Or I reference from like anime or something along the lines of that within itself. Now, the reason why I do reference from those rather than from real people, because my brain can't wrap around it of trying to reference from actual people. Now, the only time I reference actual people is myself, and that's when I draw like hands. Not that I can't draw hands, I can draw hands just fine. It's just if the poses aren't looking the way I want it to, and I'm kind of mad because Pinterest isn't giving what I want it to give, then that's when I reference my own hands. But usually it's the last resort before I actually decide to reference my own hands. But you can reference however you want. You can reference using real people, you can reference using other people's artwork. Well, not necessarily tracing. Don't trace. Do not trace. Tracing is bad unless you're tracing your own artwork. The only time when it's really good is when you trace your own artwork. That is it. You can't trace anyone else's artwork because that's bad. Hey, this looks actually kind of good. Um, but tracing other people's art is bad. You should never do that ever, unless you're tracing like your own art. Like if you're just using it as like a reference, that's fine. But straight up directly tracing it because you think it'll like help your style or anything, it's not going to help you in the long run, and it's only just going to harm your art style as an artist. It's basically what I'm saying is that it's not going to help you the way that you want it to help you. And people will literally catch on so quickly. There's a lot of tracing in the art community. A lot of tracing. Like a lot. And we highly discourage newer artists to do that because it's usually from newer artists. Usually. Now sometimes it can be from experienced artists, but it doesn't happen very often. But sometimes it's from beginner artists. So me as an experienced artist telling you, the viewer, the new beginner, to not trace unless it's your own art for whatever reason. So, uh, yeah. Mm, I'll put it like 15. I'll put on 15. Now it's time to do my grand signature. Yippee. Yippee, I guess. After this, I'll make another piece. I'm actually prepared this time, so I'm actually extremely prepared this time. Also, I'm hungry. I need my Lay's to open. Yay, my Lay's is opened. There. Um, file, Avalanche, PNG, Mitch, save. Okay. This is where I do cool things. Is this down, right? Yeah, it's this one. Wait. There you go. Next part. This gonna take a hot minute. Oh, let's see. Yeah, this is good. Thank you. Alright. Gonna do another piece after this. I'm just munching on some chips, some barbecue lays. Let's see. What did I name this thing? Downloads. No, this. Open Sesame. There you go. This is a reference right here. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this time and time again. What's the reference I'm going to use? What, 736? 1,000? Alright. I guess I gotta log in. I don't know. Oh, before I do that, let me send this to Discord. You know what? I'll just send it here. Freak. Dang it. I'm only doing this because wait, that's the wrong thing. Because my Discord. I don't want you guys to see my Discord messages or whatever. Mustard. Sorry, my brain is like all over the place. No, stop it. Stop it, me. Stop. There we go. There, I put my notes in here. Yippee. Now, it's time to do some real art. I'm just kidding. Now it's time to do the realest art. What is this? 736? Okay. 736. 1,000. 1,000. Whoops, that is not it. 89. 89. No, since I don't necessarily need. Oops. Now since I don't necessarily really need this, I'll just do that. Oops. Here we go. Starting up another piece. Good thing I'm prepared this time, because not being prepared is much more annoying. Now, CHLS, I'm gonna name you. There we go. 3, yeah, size 3. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn the opacity down to 50. Here. Now you don't have to sketch like me. You don't have to. Your sketches don't need to be pretty. It doesn't have to be gorgeous, because I think my sketches are messy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think my own sketches is pretty heckin' messy. But some people are like, no, your sketches are actually not that messy because I can understand it. So other people are like, no, I can understand it because your opacity. My opacity is 50. Okay, this thing is always on 50 because I can't have it lower than that because of my eyes. My eyes suck, and I wear glasses, so I need to see what in the world I'm doing. Now, if you feel like you don't understand color theory, it is perfectly okay. Alright. When I was in art class in the 12th grade, I learned about color theory, and that changed my entire perspective on art. It was just a basic class, but it was a basic class, and I didn't necessarily need the class because I already got all of my electives. I just chose it just to have it because I really didn't even need it. Um, but that class taught me a lot, like a lot. So yeah. There we go. Now, as far as I'm concerned with this reference that I have, it's supposed to look big, so I'm just gonna like E. E sounds about right. Ah, here we go. There. And then, oh, wait, come on. Oh, that's probably because, yeah, it has. He already went through all the dang freaking songs. Hold up, hold up, hold up, wait a minute. No, 100. Here we go. Yippee! Yippee! I did something. There. My brain is like, nah, I actually don't want to deal with this anymore. I'm just kidding. Oh, also, whenever you do draw like hands or something along the lines like that, you should always do like, technically, what I have taught myself is that I use this. And you're probably wondering, what is that? I don't understand what that is. It looks incredibly weird. I used to draw nubs. For years, I used to draw nubs before drawing hands. And the reason why I used to draw nubs before drawing hands is because I was too lazy to actually draw hands. Because it's not like I couldn't draw hands. No, I could always draw hands if I so choose to, but I chose not to. And then one day I decided, you know what, I'll draw hands today. And then that's what happened. I mean, that's how my friends put it, but that's not exactly true. I knew how to draw hands. I knew how to. Alright. But yeah. I just chose not to. I was like, yeah, there's really no reason for me not to draw hands. 'Cause at the time, it was just part of my art style. It really was just part of my art style. So now I draw nubs as my blockage. Like, my spatial awareness or black space, if you will call it, to figure out where to put the hand, where to put the fingers, how big the finger should be, and whatever. So, yeah. But there are many ways to draw a hand. Like, there's no right or wrong way to draw hands. My problem is drawing feet. I don't even draw feet. It looks difficult enough. Nah, I'm good. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope. I'm good. I am good. I'm trying to draw feet. Not happening. Absolutely not happening. Mm-mm. There we go. Now all I need to do is draw the hands. Like, actually draw the hands. Not like, kind of draw the hands. I'm like turning my head while I'm actually looking at this reference. Okay. And then great. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, if you ever do digital art, never use one layer. And don't ask how do I know. Okay, I just know. Oh crap. Mm, freak. Mm. It could be like a bit thicker, and it could come up just a little bit more. Let's lean this way. Come out, down. Same with this. This needs to come in a little bit more. There. Just like that. Oh yeah, I forgot. This also needs to come in like that. Now, this one might be just a little bit harder, but not impossible to do. Like so. Hmm. And then like that. Uh, Oops. Hmm? Oh. Well, sorry for not talking. I'm eating chips at the moment. Oh crap. I was talking earlier about um how you can navigate. Really aggravating. Sorry. My bad. Ah, my throat. I'm okay. Let's see. As I turn my head to the side, like real hard. And crap. Messing up on the thumb. I'm like turning my head to the side while I'm drawing this. I have my reference on the side, by the way. This is my reference. I'm just like turning my head while I'm using the reference at the same time. Hmm. Eh, or something along the lines like that. And then up a mountain, and then you go down a dip, and then you come back up again, and then you go down on the mountain again, and then you do a little bit of that, There. And then do a little bit of shimmy, I guess. There. Okay. Right. No chips. No chips. Okay. Let's handle the last hand. Okay. And then, yeah. Yeah, and then you have it like that. And then you got the fourth finger going like that. Here. And then there. Oh crap. It's a little bit too long, isn't it? Oh, that's supposed to be nearly the same length, so that's a bit too long. God darn it. Then you go like this. And then up here. Over. There. Now, this part, which basically is under the ear, as quote unquote the palm of the hand. Oh crap. So then you would go like that, and then under this one you would go like that. Okay. Now since my ref of the usage of the ref is done, kind of. Now the usage of it is done. Boop. I'll be leaving within 20 minutes. So, I'm just saying the time out loud because my memory sucks. I actually don't remember how I draw this version of my character. Dang. I need a reference. I don't remember at all. I'll draw their clothes at least. Other than that, I legitimately don't remember how to draw their second form of their ultimate form. Their second, yeah, basically, yeah. It's basically like Super Saiyan 2. Kind of, not really. I forgot the design because I don't even draw the design often. I usually draw the first and the second one, but never ever. No, I draw the first and third one, but never the second one. So now I gotta remember how I did it. Fiddlesticks. Ugh. Okay. I think I'm gonna draw in their hair. Usually I would just draw in the face and then the hair. But since my memory is so bad, I literally forgot how to draw their face the way that I usually would do it. Yeah. I think I drew them like crying or something. I think. But I don't remember how I did it because my memory is ridiculously horrible. Like, I don't know. Mm. Mm. I forgot how to draw freaking tears. Now I gotta get a reference again because my memory is so bad. Ah. Pinterest, help me. Pinterest, help. No, not that. There we go. There we go. There. There. Uh, Here we go. Found it. Okay. Okay. So this one does have lightning. Gonna make the lightning more. Push up. There. Now their hair will still stay the same like this. There. Wait, I forgot to record it. Well, I'm not starting over. That's not happening, so gotta record it. Here we go. Yeah. I got 10 minutes before leaving stream. Sorry, I'm not like saying anything. My brain is like off right now. It's just like it's turned off. I guess you can say this is more of the chill part of the stream, where I'm just, not that verbal. Just a little bit, but not that much verbalage that's going on here. I said lots of stuff today. Honestly, I should have wrote them down, but since this is a live stream of me drawing and not a whole speech or me making a proper video, I don't think it really mattered that much. I just hope my message got across. Whatever the hell I was trying to say. Because in all honesty, I just want new beginners to be safe in the art community. Because a lot of things could go wrong. For instance, there's a lot of people, like experts, like experienced artists, who bash new beginners just because they're new beginners and they can't draw very well, to which that's the whole point of art. No one is born drawing good. You can't give up after the first art piece. Like, oh, this looks so bad, art is not for me. No, you just gotta keep going. Just because you didn't draw something correctly the first time doesn't mean it wasn't meant for you at all. It's like I'm bench pressing something that is 400 pounds. You try to do the same and then you give up. You're like, oh, I guess bench pressing is not meant for me. That's not how that works. We have to start you from the basics all the way up to wherever level I'm at. We can't just start you out where I'm at because not everyone is at the same level as I am. I remember when I was younger, I made art tutorials on how to draw my art style because I was told that my art style is like complicated. And I never thought about my art style being complicated because it just never passes my mind. Me, my style, complicated. That's cap, man. But no, people were not lying to me. Apparently, okay. I don't know what was that. I don't know what that was. Sometimes it does that though. There we go. Technically, it's supposed to. Hold on. It's supposed to come up and then come down. I gotta fix this. Oh crap. That's the wrong thing. You guys will see this, but since I realized that I didn't hit record before starting another one, you guys are just gonna see the line art and then me doing the coloring and whatever. I thought I actually did it, but no. That was not the case. But at least you guys know that yes, it's me that's drawing. And if people actually want to see the full drawing piece, just lead them to this. Just lead them to this live stream and tell them that hey, I did draw. They actually drew it themselves. They just forgot to hit record. They accidentally forgot to hit record, so yeah. I'm sorry for YouTube or whatever. Yippee. Yippee. If I remember. Oops. Hmm. Oh. Hmm. There we go. Oh, okay. It's time for me to leave now. Ah, my fingers. I will see you guys later. Um, thanks for joining my stream. Thanks for the likes and whatnot. I will post this on YouTube. And yeah, bye.